Washington, the U.S. House of Representatives passed a resolution on November 21 denouncing the horrors of socialism, which was introduced by Representative Maria Elvira Salazar. The resolution states that socialist ideology necessitates a concentration of power that has, time and time again, collapsed into communist regimes, totalitarian rule, and brutal dictatorships, and has repeatedly led to famine and mass murders, and the killing of over 100 million people worldwide. The measure calls out Vladimir Lenin, Joseph Stalin, Mao Zedong, Fidel Castro, Pol Pot, Kim Jong-il, Kim Jong-un, Daniel Ortega, Hugo Chavez, and Nicolas Maduro as men who committed the greatest crimes in history as part of their socialist ideology. Additionally, it notes that tens of millions died in the Bolshevik Revolution, at least 10 million people were sent to the gulags in the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, and millions more starved in the terror famine in Ukraine. The resolution states that the Great Leap Forward in China under Mao Zedong killed between 15 million and 55 million people due to starvation caused by famine and devastation. Moreover, it recalls that socialism in Cambodia led to the killing fields in which over 1 million people were gruesomely murdered. The measure notes that as many as 3.5 million people are starving in North Korea, a communist regime. It teaches that the Castro regime in Cuba expropriated the land of Cuban farmers and the businesses of Cuban entrepreneurs, stealing their possessions and their livelihoods, and exiling millions with nothing but the clothes on their backs. The implementation of socialism in Venezuela has turned a once prosperous country into a failed state with the highest rate of inflation in the world. It quotes Thomas Jefferson, "To take from one, because it is thought that his own industry and that of his fathers has acquired too much, in order to spare to others, who, or whose fathers have not exercised equal industry and skill, is to violate arbitrarily the first principle of association, the guarantee to every one of a free exercise of his industry, and the fruits acquired by it." Also quotes James Madison, who said that it is not a just government, nor is property secure under it, where the property which a man has in his personal safety and personal liberty is violated by arbitrary seizures of one class of citizens for the service of the rest. Finally, the measure states that the United States was founded on the belief in the sanctity of the individual, to which the collectivistic system of socialism in all of its forms is fundamentally and necessarily opposed. The resolution comes as New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani, a self-described socialist, visits the White House on Friday to meet with President Donald Trump, who has called Mamdani a communist.